Hi. It's afternoon. It's maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and today is March the 12th, 2021. Can you believe that we are 3 months into the new year? Oh my God. When I tell you God is so good and his mercies endureth forever. What did I say? I said God is so good and his mercies endureth forever. He is so powerful. Why do I start out with that? This morning I got up and I started to think, and I was thinking about all the different things that I've been through in my life. First of all, this is Lisa. Elise, how you doing? And I'm just on a roll this morning to talk about how good God is and how I woke up this morning. And what came to my mind was how every piece of the puzzle of my life is seemingly fitting together. Now, I know you might say, well, what is she talking about? Okay, let's break it down. In life, we grow. We go from infant to child, adolescent, teen, young adult, and then adulthood. And I tell you, everything that happens in those stages actually adds up to purpose. So, what do I mean when I say it adds up to purpose? Sometimes we think that the things that we go through in life make no sense at all. And at some places in our life, or at some times in our life, it looks like it doesn't make any sense. Like you might start out going to school in a nursery school, and you have your friends and your teacher, and you're like 3 and 4 and 5 years old, or 3 and 4 years old, and so forth. And you're learning, basic fundamental things that are going to help you to be a great child, with values and morals, and also, work on your creative skills and so forth. And, your talents begin to come out and so forth. And then you get into childhood, when you're more like 6, 7, 8, 9. And at that stage in life, you are, again, developing friends, at that age. And then, you begin to see certain things at home, and you might like watching TV, you might like baseball, you might like basketball, and then you might be inquisitive, well, mommy, what's that? Blah, 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 blah. What's that? Da, 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 da. But I have to say this right here. There are some kids that are in that, the very young age, like 2, 3, and they're questioning mommy and daddy all the time. And mom's like, yeah, okay, yeah, and so forth. And it seems like it's such a bother because, the child is constantly asking questions and wanted to know this and why is that and why is this. And, it's really cute to hear it. And sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming when a child is constantly doing it. But you know what? There's a lot to say with that, because if the child was not talking, you would have a lot to worry about. So now we go forward. Childhood, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, you're learning. Okay, 12, 13, 14, you're doing more sports and, becoming interested in, different areas of occupation. Maybe, well, I might want to be a lawyer, might want to be a doctor, I might want to be a singer, a songwriter, whatever. And then you get into adulthood and you're learning other stuff as well. You're learning, how to get along with people. There's a flow from beginning to end. That's the point that I'm trying to make. And I don't want to take it all out. But I'll just say this. Every part of your life is important. Every area of your life, everything you have been involved in is important in your life. Some things are not nice, and some things are very nice. Some things are exciting, and some things are like, oh my God. But I'm telling you, just like a salad bowl. Imagine a salad bowl. What's in a salad bowl? Everything sometimes, right? There's the tomato, there's the cucumber, there's the garbanzo beans, there's the onions, there's the peppers, there's the lettuce, there is the radicchio. There's all kinds of stuff that you can find in a salad bar according to how you make it. But then again, when you look at life to me, This is just me. It's like a salad bowl because all those little ingredients, all those little parts and things that played a big role in your life are inside that salad bowl. And you figure when you eat that salad, it's like everything is all in one, like a big mush. And when you eat it, it all goes down. You eat it at one time, it all goes down to the same place. And the purpose of it is that it's sustenance. It keeps you. It turns into energy. The food turns into energy for you. So, I mean, look at this for a minute. If life is like a salad bowl, then that means that everything in your life was needed and necessary. Some things you may think are not necessary, but they are needed and necessary, all to bring you to the place of purpose. I went around the world in 80 days for a minute. I did. Anyway, with that being said, the focus today is don't just look at the things that you went through in life as just being no good, and they didn't have any reason, any purpose, there was nothing behind it. There's something behind everything that you have gone through. Every little part contributes to the whole, and that whole is you. You, the whole is you. I started out with me. I mean, I went to a nursery school, Arthur Bar Nursery School, that was located in Patterson Houses, the projects in the Bronx, New York. Woohoo, big up. The nursery school isn't there anymore, but it was powerful. Oh my God. And some of my friends that I had in nursery school are still around today, like Malvina Conyers, Johnny Lux, Michael Cross, Lindsay Ray is still here. And I don't know if any of the others here, but those are the ones. I don't see Johnny Lux too much, but at any rate, I remember him. And I think that, and Jerry Dunlap, these are some of the names of the people, who were in nursery school with me. And then, going on to junior high school, I went to IS 151 in the Bronx, which was right over here on 156th Street between Morris and Sheridan, I want to say. And I tell you, great people in my class. Great, great, great. Oh my God. And when I was in that school, what was the thing that I loved the most? I loved math. I loved math. Math was like, oh my God, that was my subject. And I had people like Lawrence Harris, Gilda Norris, Kim Tillman. Who else was in my class? Patricia Jackson. Linda Corbett was there. Oh my God, Florence Capers, Michelle Williams was in the school, Leon Ladson. There were so many great people. Oh my God. And a lot of us were in Mr. Dillon's class. And did he make an impact on our lives? Oh my God. He used to take the chalk and go on the board and write like this, like really, really big. He was something else. And I tell you, the things that I learned or the experiences that I had in there, they all are part of the salad bowl of my life. The things that I learned at Arthur Bar Nursery School, the people that I was around and with, they're all a part of the salad bowl of my life. And then I went on to music and art. Yeah. I took the test for Bronx High School Science and I missed it, I think, by 1 or 2 points. And they wanted me to go to summer school. And I was like, I don't know if I want to go to summer school. Regular school is enough, but then to go take your summer and go there. But that's okay because I love to sing. I love music. And I tell you, let me just segue for a minute. I actually was in a church, Metropolitan AME Church, and that's where I grew up first. Metropolitan AME Church on 135th Street in Harlem. And at that time, it was Reverend Leroy Pruitt. Oh my God. And I tell you, I had a great time in that church. And, people like Mario Rice, he was very instrumental in my musical training. He used to direct the Chancellor Choir. Miss Kate Smith, she was awesome. She's an awesome gospel singer, internationally renowned singer, Kate Smith. And then there was Herman Edwards, who was another keyboardist. Oh, Lawrence Young, he was actually the first one. Lawrence Young, organist, awesome organist. And he went on, I think, to Allen AME Church in Queens and so forth. Anyway, myself and my brother, we were reared in that particular church. So, everything that I learned and experienced, at that church was also a part of the salad bowl of my life. So then here we go, jumping back over to music and art. Went to music and art, and I tell you, one of the greatest times of my life. I'm going to get to it real soon. The crux of this thing. Greatest times of my life. I tell you, I was in the class of 1978, and I had great people like Dawn Lewis that was there, Beverly Simon, Lisa Price, Leslie Glover, Valerie Williams, just a whole crew of people. Curtis Blow, I'm just naming these people. Omar Hakim was there, Marcus Miller, all these different people that are out here doing music and doing wonderful, great things. Kevin Johnson, just lots of people. And I'm not just throwing out names. I'm saying this to say all of my experiences, the people that have been in my life in these various stages of my life, equal the salad bowl of my life. Okay? Then from there, I went on to Brooklyn College. And I tell you, Brooklyn College was awesome. Oh my God. I got to meet Barry Eastman. Okay, you say, well, who's Barry? He's a very, very great person in the music world as well. Barry Eastman, Jimmy Sigler, Bunny Sigler's brother. I met him as well, been in the studio with those people. And it's not about name dropping. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes we don't actually think that the things that we experience in life matter. We just go through it and we're like, okay, because at the time we're not seeing it, we're just involved and we're doing our thing and we're just living daily, every day, just moving, grooving, flowing, just going, doing the things that we do, you know what I'm saying, to be productive and fruitful in our lives. And then at the same time, chaos happens. There are good stuff, and then there's bad stuff that happens. And we still have to function in all of that, in the good and the bad. But they all equate to the salad bowl of our lives. And this was the salad bowl of my life. Oh my God, there were good people, there were bad people, there were in between people, and people I want to go, ugh. But the truth of the matter is, all of that together made up the salad bowl of my life. And I had to eat it. What? I had to eat it. And now I understand it more better. I mean, more better. I understand it better. Yes, I do. Because it brings me to this place of purpose in my life. I'm here talking to you. And I'm saying to you, don't just despise those things, that happened in your life. They all had a purpose, a reason. And God had a plan with it. Had I not gone to the nursery school that I went to, I would not have gotten that foundation that I needed, to be able to learn how to share and to be able to learn how to get along with other kids and children and so forth, and to learn how to take instructions and so forth. And then if I had not gone to PS 31, I think I left that out. I went straight to junior high, but PS 31, what? My teachers, oh my God, Miss Cohen, Miss Fortuné, Miss Chasen, Miss Cohen, my French teacher, Miss Weaver. I think I said Miss Cohen once, Miss Weaver, all these different people that I had in that school. And I'm saying again, even though I left that out, I got to say this, like I said, all these experiences that I had in life, and from nursery school to elementary school to junior high school to high school, then on to Brooklyn College, and then on to City College, where I was very, very instrumental in the music department in terms of directing the City College Gospel Choir, Lighthouse Choir with Mr. Kenny Hall. Oh my God, Kirk Jernigan was in it. Allison Williams was there. Biddy Strachan was there. Jackie, I can't remember her last name. It was just so many people that were there, I tell you, we had a great, great time there. Nancy Grant. Oh my God, just Fatma Takbir, she's an African young lady. We did some wonderful things, had some great times. We sang so many programs at the school for Langston Hughes Festival. We did recordings for WBAI. We traveled. We did lots of stuff. And shout out to Keith Hill. He's another one that was there. And even my little brother Corey, he was there hanging with us tough. And we were there. I was there for a few years, and graduated actually from City College after transferring after 2 years from Brooklyn College, Brooklyn Conservatory of Music at Brooklyn College. And I tell you, all these things again equate the salad bowl of my life. And after going on, graduating from City, I went on to, where did I go? I think I went to Lehman College for a year for therapeutic recreation. I went to Baruch College to get my credentials in purchasing management and inventory control and negotiation skills. And I also went to, where did I go? I went to Baruch, I went to Lehman, I went to City, and I went to Brooklyn. I went to 4 city universities. Oh my God. Some were for continuing ed classes. And like I started out at Lehman for my master's degree in therapeutic recreation, but I didn't stay. The program just wasn't for me. But here we are now. And I graduated from the College of New Rochelle with a degree in career development and counseling. And I'm telling you, all of these things equate to the salad bowl of my life. I ate it. I had to eat it. I had to go through the ups and the downs, the indifferent times, the I don't know, the confusion. I had to go through all of that to get me to this point, to understand that there was purpose for my life. And all those little pieces of the puzzle, fit perfectly to bring me to this point, to make a great puzzle, a complete puzzle of who it is that I am. But guess what? Even though I'm at this time, a certain age, yes, and I finished school, I'm degreed and so forth, and I have my credentials and so forth, I'm still in the salad bowl of my life. Because guess what? Now I am a senior. And there's more for me to experience, more for me to learn. Learning just does not stop after you graduate from college. There are seniors like myself who graduated late, with master's degrees and so forth. And I'm saying to all of you out there, the salad bowl of your life, eat it. Get up. Do what you got to do, participate in life. Yes, I'm not telling you to just be so overwhelmed with the things that go on in life. We can get that way sometimes. But what I'm saying to you is enjoy it. Take the good with the bad and understand it's just like that salad bowl, the salad bowl of life. And every bit of it you have to be able to eat if you're going to come out on top. Now let's define on top. On top means what? To some people, on top means money. To some people, on top means, I got stature, and I'm the director of such and such and such, and I'm the CEO of this, and, I'm the COO. And it differs. It differs. You understand what I'm saying? It really, really differs. Status and stature and, success, that's the other word, success, is different for everybody. I may not have $1 zillion, but I think I'm worth more than $1 zillion. I can't put a price tag on it. There's no price. You know why? Because I'm precious. I'm invaluable. I'm just precious, and I am worth it. And why do I say that? Because that's just the way that I feel about myself. Now, for somebody else, they may look at, like I said, success, a status, a stature as the money thing. Well, I have $1 trillion in the bank, and that's good for you. I mean, I'm not knocking that at all. But for me, I just would rather have, the understanding that I totally am just, yes, I am worth it. I am valuable. I bring value to the table. I have morals. I have standards, and so forth. And I am invaluable. You can't put a price tag on me. And when you feel that way about yourself, it's because you begin to know, it's because you know who you are. In the salad bowl of life, all those different things that, all those ingredients and stuff inside the salad bowl help you to come to a place of knowing who you are, what you like, what you don't like, what you will tolerate, and what you won't tolerate. Come on now. What you like, what you don't like, what you will tolerate, and what you won't tolerate. And lots of times what happens is that when we go through things in life, there are various stages where we'll tolerate certain things just because we don't know any better, or because I love that person. I love that person, and I think it's worth doing it. And then you get, kicked in the butt, or you get the short end of the stick. I'm not changing the subject now. Follow this. And the thing is, that happens sometimes because we don't know who we are, and we don't make sometimes correct decisions that are not just beneficial for the person, but beneficial for us, for ourselves. And that's really, really important, really, really important. Beneficial, not just to them, but beneficial to you, the person. So the salad bowl of our lives, the salad bowl of my life. I went through all of this. I even went through a time, after graduating and stuff, and well, even before graduating, where my mom got sick and got a divorce, and I did this album, back in the 80s. I thought everything was going to be wonderful. And then I get to a place later on down the road where I'm in the life of another senior citizen, and I'm with her like all the time. And the things that were endeavors of mine kind of got pushed on the back shelf. But that was a decision that I made. And you know what? I'm not going to make an excuse for it or anything, because I really do believe that that was a part of the salad bowl of my life. Because that relationship that I had with that senior, Mother Hampton, which was the church mother, it did a lot for me. And not only did it do a lot for me, I'm sure it did a lot for her as well. She passed on in 2014, but I will never forget her. I will never forget my mom. She made such an impact in my life. Everything wasn't rosy all the time. I loved her very, 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 very much. Very much. And now I even appreciate her so much more, because she showed me by example. And lots of times, people have parents that don't really talk a whole lot, don't say a whole lot. And we don't even know how to wow, what, I don't understand this. But the truth of the matter is, God never makes a mistake. He never makes a mistake, with the things that go on in our lives. We can make mistakes. It looks like a mistake, but God always takes what it is, okay, that happens with us. All those things that he also ordains for us, and it equates to that salad bowl again. You think he doesn't know the things that you've gone through? You think he doesn't know what we go through? He knows everything. He is El Roi, the God who sees us, and he sees our situation. And it's not just situation, it's situations across the board. It's from the beginning all the way to the end. He said he would never leave us nor forsake us. So even in the times that we were rocking and rolling and doing our thing, and over here and over there, and in school and doing concerts and singing, in a marriage and with kids and having job problems, and then having a great job and traveling and doing all these wonderful things, interacting with people. You think he doesn't see it? You think he doesn't know? He knows everything you experienced, from the very, very tiny things to the great things that happen. He knows how you felt about these things, how you're feeling right now. And he even knows how you're going to feel down on the end. You know why? Because he's omnipresent. He's omniscient. He's always there. Oh my God. He said he would never leave us nor forsake us. So at the times that we think that he's not there, he's watching. He knows. He already knows what you're going to say before you say it. And even those things, like I said, that are the negative things that might have happened in our lives, they still are part of the salad bowl of our lives, the salad bowl of our lives, mixed together with all the good things, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything mixed in that salad bowl. And that salad bowl equates to, at some point in time, purpose. Purpose. Now, somebody might say, well, is it just one purpose? No, it might be several purposes. It might be several purposes. Did I say that right? You know why? Because at various stages in our life, he has need of us. So you know what? You could be 12 years old and see a woman crossing the street, an older lady, and she might drop her bag, and 12 years old, a little boy go running, Miss, you dropped your bag. And she go, oh, okay. He said, let me get it for you. And he pick it up and help her across the street. That was purpose. If he wasn't there, what? If he wasn't there, he wouldn't have been able to help. If she wasn't there and had dropped her bag, he would not have been there to help. God ordained or orchestrates things in our lives. He allows certain things to happen. And some people can't get with that. They say, well, if God is so good, why does so many bad things happen? We tend to look at those things as bad sometimes, or look at things as being bad sometimes. But when I tell you, God said he will take what the enemy meant for evil and turn that thing around for good. Yes. And then that 12-year-old learns, right? He's learning, or has learned, to be sensitive to the need of others. Oh my God. Sensitive to the need of others. In that little instant right there. Or what about another blind man, walking across the street, and another young lady sees him, and she's like, do you need help across the street? She has a sensitivity, whereas somebody else may not have learned that. And they will look at him and just keep on going like, what? Because they haven't gotten to that place. Or they were hurt in their lives before by someone, and they just feel like they're not my concern. I'm concerned with me, about me. But why do I say all that? I say all that to say that those things that happen to us in our lives help to shape, our outlook, our lens on things. Whether we're sensitive, whether we're insensitive, whether we're angry, whether we're passive, whether we're happy, whether we're sad, all these different things. And I'm telling you, the salad bowl of our lives, all those things are there. And at some point, I'm telling you, things start making sense to you. Like, dang, I had to work at McDonald's for a while. I had to work at the movie theater. I had to work with children that were wheelchair bound and go and clean them up and take them out of the wheelchair, transport them. I had to work with those people who are developmentally delayed. I had to work with some people who were mentally retarded. I had to work with some people who were just ignorant. I had to work with some people who were just not really about anything, because I had to maybe show them, or maybe they had to show me. We don't look at those things. We just think that we have it all and we're the ones who make the impact. But you'd be surprised how many other people who may not be on your level, but you're in contact with them because you work with them, or because you see them. It might be even the janitor in the building that you work in. You may overlook him, but I'm telling you, he may have something so powerful that you need for the salad bowl of your life to get you to the purpose that God intended for you. So don't overlook. Consider not overlooking. Consider not overlooking these even small things. Yeah, like that. The person who's mopping, the person who's cleaning, the person who's taking care of your mom, the person who's taking care of your dad, the person who runs to the store for you to get you an aspirin or to get you a soda. Don't overlook. And these are just people, places, things in the salad bowl, included in the salad bowl of your life, all intended to get you to a certain purpose. And purpose goes all the way, all along your life. Pit stops of purpose. Pit stops, purpose, pit stops. Purpose or purposeful pit stops. Did I say that right? Purposeful pit stops, or pit stops of purpose. But you don't get there unless you go through, or unless you understand that your life is like a salad bowl. Who would have thought? Oh my God, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Now, let me wrap it up by saying this. I gave you a little bit of history, of my history. So here I am now. And you want to know something? Yes, I have my master's degree. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean a hill of beans if I don't have love for my brother or my sister. It doesn't mean anything if I don't, use my experience, my encounters outside of school, connected with my educational background, to be an influence, a positive influence on people. You can go to school all you want to. That's wonderful that you have your college degree. But you know what? Along with that, the experiences that you have with people, or let me say this, taking what you learned from your past, and bringing it in, understanding that your past was part of the salad bowl. Now, I'm not saying to you to go back to your past and dwell on things that were negative, that made you feel some kind of way. If you go back to your past, you go back in your mind and you think about it, and you can, bring some kind of relativity, or I'm sorry, relevance, not relativity, but relevance, like, wow, that happened to me. And now I understand. Here I am like 10 years later, 30 years later. And wow, God, like I said, if I didn't go through that, wow. And now here I am, and I'm a college graduate, and I see and I understand better. I understand the dynamics of why I had to be there, why I had to work there, why I had to lose my mom, why my mom died in my 40s, or whatever it is, as a point of reference. If you don't take those references and use them positively, as you go forward in life, it's like you don't get the understanding that it was really a necessary thing. But you have to get to the place of understanding that. So I'm saying this to you. I'm at the place now where I'm understanding some things more than I did before. Like I had a reveal, and it was just a small thing at first. And now I'm seeing like the grand picture. I woke up this morning like, oh my God, really? Just some things going on in my life. And I started to clean up. I started to pull out my pictures and try to look. And God was like, you know what? You need to talk about your history. And I wasn't exactly sure how it was going to come out, where it was going to start. I came out here to start talking about the trip to Jerusalem, but that didn't even come into play. But anyway, it doesn't matter. What matters right now is understanding the salad bowl of our lives. The salad bowl. A little bit of onions, a little bit of cucumbers, and some lettuce, and some tomatoes. I don't eat tomatoes, but tomatoes, some zucchini, some cabbage, some garbanzo beans, whatever you throw in, some regular beans, baked beans if you want, some tuna, if you want, or some chicken if you want, for those who eat chicken. Whatever it is that you use in your salad bowl, when you eat your salad, you could just look back over your life and say, that was a tomato. That was a cucumber. That was an onion. Oh my God, my phone is ringing, and I'm not even gonna stop to answer it. I'm just gonna keep going. But what I'm saying is this. This is the thing. Understanding the salad bowl of our lives, of your life. They equal to purpose. I hate this interruption, but I can't do anything about it unless I go ahead and I pick it up. But I'm not going to. It stopped ringing. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to continue on, and go on for hours and hours, because I probably could. But I'm saying to you, like, that was part of the salad bowl of my life, an interruption by the telephone. And that's okay. It's okay. It was meant to happen. But this is the thing. Purpose. Here I am now, at my age, degreed. I'm also a singer, songwriter, producer. Yes, I do all those different things, and I have skills as a purchasing agent. Oh my God, I have skills as a great negotiator. I have lots of skills and talents. I can drive a truck if I needed to, and I tell you, when I think about it, it's like, wow, yeah, I'm a one-woman show. That's the way I see it. And there's nothing wrong with that, because anything, and everything and anything, everything and everything, everything and anything, everything and all things come of thee. They come from God. So, what I've amassed, these talents, these skills and everything, he's using them. God gets the glory out of my life. That salad bowl, he said, oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. He's good, and his mercies endureth forever. And guess what? If I didn't taste of that salad bowl, I wouldn't understand how good he is. I wouldn't get to the place of understanding how good he is. Not just at this place, but he was good all along. I had to go through these different things to understand just how good he is. and just how good he was. Lots of stuff could have happened in between. Lots of stuff. And some stuff did happen. But he never left me. He was right there with me all along. Even in the times that I didn't really recognize, he was there. And guess what? Here we go. Full circle here now. You know what, Lise? Get this. I was back there when you was in the studio. I was back there when you lost a child. I was back there when your mom died. I was back there when you experienced some things in your life that you can't even really talk about, or that you couldn't really talk about at the moment. I was right there in your struggles. I was right there in your pain. And here it is now. I can be like, wow, God, you are good. Thank you, God. Thank you. He's good and his mercies endureth forever. He had mercy on me. He had mercy on other people too. But it took all of this salad bowl, the creation of this salad bowl, all the little different pieces of my life put together, the puzzles, right? The puzzle pieces of my life put together to get me to the place of understanding who he is in my life and how he's ever present, how he's just always, always, always there, how he never sleeps nor slumbers, how it is that he lifts me up because he wraps me in his love, how he just tells me to rest in him, or allows me to rest, especially when I know there are things that are going on that I can't handle. We want to handle things sometimes and it's not for us to handle. But then again, we are handling it. If we rest in him, we're handling it. We're doing what we're supposed to do by resting in him. Now, when I talk about rest, I'm saying not so much sleep, but I am saying sleep. Sleep in the sense that you don't have any worry. You don't have any aggravation. You don't have any anxiety about the things that are going on. It's like, you know what, God, you got this. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm just let it roll. What? And at a certain time, you'll reveal to me. I was blessed the other day. I was listening to Bishop Dale Bronner, I think it is, and he was talking about the timing of God. Oh, he said, we always say that God is time. No, timing. God is timing, because everything that happens is according to his timing. Timing. God's timing is perfect. Bless my soul. Talked about how it is that things happen and, you want to resolve, to certain things, and the resolve seems like it's not even there. You don't even see it anywhere. But if you rest in him, with the understanding that God saw it, El Roi saw it, he sees it, he sees you. And not only that, knowing that he is the all-sufficient one, El Shaddai, the all-sufficient. He's sufficient in everything. What? So that means that whatever it is that I need, if I need a resolve, if I need some food, if I need some money, if I need, somebody to wrap their arms around me, all I got to do is trust in him and just love him and just look at him, keep my focus on him. Yeah, I said that. Because some people don't see that El Shaddai, the all-sufficient one, he is love. He's sufficient in his love. His love is never ending. It's long-lasting, everlasting. It's unfailing, unwavering. You can't even describe it. You cannot describe it. And let me just say this. Yeah, sometimes I cry. Sometimes I, dang, oh my God. But you know what? He knows me better than I know myself. So, there are people out there that'll be like, the naysayers, oh, well, if God is so good to you, how are you crying and you this and you talking and you preaching and this, but you don't live it because you ain't rested up. Shut up. Shut up. And you know why? Because you don't have a right to judge. And the truth is, if you keep your mouth in your own business and you develop your own relationship, you would understand that all of our relationships are unique, individual relationships that we have with God. So it's okay for me to cry because you know what? I'm still in this. I'm still human. Yes, I am. And the Bible says that we have not a high priest that is not touched with our infirmities. He's touched. He's touched. He's touched. He's touched with everything that we feel. And now why do I do this? because he lives in me. So I can go like this because he is me. As he is in this world, so am I. He's touched by our infirmities. So he experienced everything that we are experiencing. He has experienced it. Got it? He has experienced it. I got to just do like this. He has experienced it. So he knows me all too well. He knows me. He knows what hurts. He knows the joys. He knows the pains. He knows all of that. So you know what? When I get to a place of understanding that I can just rest in him, I'm secure. He said, I got you. I'm handling this. I got you. I got you. But I would never, ever understand how secure I am in him had I not gone through all these little things that have happened in my life, which equate to the salad bowl of my life. And I don't know if you remember that movie, Matilda. And this little boy, there was this teacher in school, and she was just so mean. And this little boy was so chunky and fat. And she made him eat chocolate cake. He loved chocolate cake, but it was crazy. He started to eat it, and she said, "Eat it! Eat it!" And she made him eat. So he said, and you know what? Sometimes that's what we got to do in life. We got to just eat it. Like, oh my God, Jesus, this is painful. It hurts. Oh my God, but you got to eat it. But you got to understand who's on board, who's at the helm of the ship. Oh, who's there? It is El Shaddai. It is El Roi, the all-sufficient one, and the one who sees you, and he sees me, and he sees our situation. So that salad bowl, I'm telling you, it looks like a lot of stuff in it. I'm telling you, woo. And sometimes as you put the pieces in the salad bowl, it looks pretty. It does. And sometimes when you eat it, right, it's like, so, depending upon your taste and what was put in the salad bowl. But the truth of the matter is, I'm telling you, those vegetables and stuff, yeah, see, that's another thing. Thank you, God. Sometimes the things that we add, the things that we add to the salad that we know we're not supposed to add, well, I'm eating a piece of ham. For some people who really shouldn't eat it and they know it, I'm throwing a little piece of ham in here, and then you're struggling with it later. But then again, let me tell you what I mean when I say that. All the things, again, equate to the salad bowl of our life. Okay, and sometimes, like I said, they're nasty things. Sometimes they're bad things. They're good things. They're exciting things. They're curious things. They're all kinds of stuff. But they equate to this huge bowl that we have eaten and are eating to get us to a place of purpose. So some things that we choose, okay, yeah, we choose and we know are not good for us. We have to suffer the consequence. But in all of that, God said, I would take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it around for good. Yes. Or I'll take it and I'll turn it around, because I knew you was going to eat that ham. I knew you was going to eat that pork. Now, I'm not against pork in the sense of it's food. You understand what I'm saying? But it's just not for me. It may be for somebody else, but it's not for me. And then, holiday time, people cook and everything. And the Bible says, don't worry, tomorrow will take care of itself, take nothing to eat or whatever, clothing, when you out minister and stuff like that. If somebody makes food and they cook it, whatever, or prepare something, and they want to bless me, you know what? I'm going to eat a little piece. You know why? Because it's about the fellowship. It's about love. And it's about that person wants to be a blessing to me. So, yeah, I'm qualifying that thing right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it really is love. It really, really is love. And then at some point when they find out that that's not what I eat, they'll be like, oh, okay, I know she doesn't. Doesn't that make sense? Doesn't that make sense? Rather than to go to somebody's house and be like, they cooked, they didn't ask you what you like or whatever, but all they have is ribs and ham and other stuff that you may not eat, and you go, oh, that's okay, thank you. You came to eat dinner. Oh, I don't eat that. Oh no, I just don't. No. It's not going to kill you to have a small taste. It's not going to kill you to be cordial. It's not going to kill you to be sensitive. Literally sensitive, because the person didn't know. But then once you let them know, they'll be like, oh, so the next time I'll remember. Ooh, isn't that beautiful? That's also a part of the salad bowl of life. We got to eat stuff that we don't like. We got to take some stuff that we don't like. And there's some things we don't have to take. But God is aware of everything. And that's the point I'm trying to make. He's aware of everything. And all of it leads us to a place of purpose. It leads us to a place of purpose. So here I am, a counselor, a singer, a songwriter, a lover of good food, love to cook. Oh my God. There's so much. So much. There's things that I don't like as well. But I'm at this place of purpose. And wherever God needs me to be, I'm going to be there. Because all in all, He gets the glory. He gets the glory. He can use my life. He can use me, my experiences in any way that He pleases, because it's all about purpose. It's all about Him getting the glory. It's not about me getting glory. It's about Him getting the glory. And then in turn, for all that I've been through, understanding, that He makes up that salad bowl, and who He is in my life, I got to just give Him praise. I got to give Him glory. So somebody might say, thank you so much for doing such and such and such. And I go, you're quite welcome. Like, really, honestly, inside, had it not been for God, I just could not do it. It's true. I couldn't. I could not do it without Him. I could not do it without all of the things that I went through. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So I'm feeling like now to say that all of you who were looked at as people who were out for the count, like you would never amount to anything in your life, and that, you're nothing, or you've been told you're nothing, or that you're stupid, and you're just laughed at, and other people try to control you. And maybe there have been times when, you might have allowed, people to be a greater influence over you than you allowing God to be the influence in your life, and maybe you're feeling like you can't function without somebody else, or you can't make a decision or whatever. I'm telling you, you are valuable, and God loves you. God loves you. And those little places in your life that equate to the salad bowl, even those things that I just mentioned, there's going to be a turnaround in your life. There's going to be a turnaround in your life. I'm telling you, God will take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it around for good. It's about His timing. Don't give up. Consider not giving up. Consider not giving up. Consider not giving up. You came this far. God is not going to leave you. He is not going to leave you. No matter who in your life you think abandoned you, it may not always be exactly the way that you see it. Don't give up. Hold on. Some people say hang on. No, I'm saying hold on, and understand that all those little things equal that salad bowl. And you had to eat a lot of stuff that you didn't like to eat. You had to eat so much of it. And even there might have been times when you didn't have nothing physically to eat, but the experiences that you were going through. Oh my God. But I tell you, God said He would never leave you nor forsake you. He will not leave you nor forsake you. He will sustain you through it. Even through a desert land, He will sustain you. He will sustain you. So you hold on. Back in the day, they used to say, hold on to God's unchanging hand. And you know what? It's true. His hands are unchanging. He never changes. He has no respect of persons, not at all. So even when it looks like other people are prospering on the other side, so what? Don't even look at that, because you don't know all the ins and outs of their life. But understand that you're prospering, even in the times when it looks like you're not. You're prospering. It said this flesh is dying daily. but the inner man is being renewed all the time. Hallelujah. When I think about that salad bowl, and those people, put it this way, people who physically eat salad, and then we're eating the salad bowl of life, all of the stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? The ups, the downs, and all that. Not to be redundant, when I think about that, and then people who just don't have nothing to eat, but the fact that our flesh is dying daily, but our inner man is being renewed. When you don't have nothing on your table, or you and your family only have some ketchup and some bread, or maybe you just have some peanut butter and crackers. Maybe you only have an apple. Maybe you got neighbors who are right next door to you and could offer you a plate of food but won't. Maybe you only have a bottle of water. Maybe you don't have nothing at the moment. But I tell you, God is a present help in a time of trouble. He is a present help. He will sustain you. The flesh is dying daily, but the spirit man is being renewed. And sometimes through those times when it looks like you don't have, or you're feeling like your spirit is still being renewed, because you get that extra, like, you know what? I'm still here. I might have a bottle of water, but I'm still here. When I tell you, I'm here, and God loves me. And even though I feel like everybody left and everybody's doing this and doing that and doing the other, He sustains. Through it all, I've learned to trust. I don't even want to go farther in the tear thing. I can't. Because you know what? Like the song I wrote. In the early morning, when I rise, I thank you for seeing me through, for giving me peace of mind, being there all the time. In the early morning when I rise, and in the evening too. No more tears, no time to cry, 'cause I've got you on my mind. In the morning, I may not have the right key, but morning for me is all day long, because it's my perception of God and where I am in this day and time. Morning. So I don't have no tears to cry. But you know what? These tears are tears of joy, because I know He will sustain you. He sustained me. Consider the fact that God will always sustain you, even when it looks like you don't have anything. You got Him. You got Him right there. Keep your eye on Him. Keep your focus on Him. You will never, ever, ever go wrong. That salad bowl of life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the exciting, the wondrous, all those little pieces make up the puzzle of your life, which leads you to purpose. Various stages in your life, you're needed for different things. So you've been able to accomplish and been needed and used in different areas. So all those things are purpose, like the pit stops of purpose, as I said before, or purposeful pit stops. So just go over your life, go over your resume, think about the things that you've gone through, and like, dang, I was needed here, I was needed there, or someone needed me, I needed someone. You just never know. I'm telling you, you never ever know until you really sit down and you just look at it. And then you look at where you are now, and you've probably come so far. So far. And those of you who think that you haven't, accomplished, you have accomplished. When you wake up in the morning, you've accomplished already. You've accomplished. I'm up. What? And even if you just get up, brush your teeth, eat your breakfast, or get up, hallelujah, or get up, I'm sorry, you get up and you do whatever it is that you do, or you just lay in the bed and you listen to your music, or you just lay there for a minute, you're up. God, what is it that you have need of today? You woke me up for something. I may not feel like I'm able or up to doing something, but you woke me up. So that means that I have accomplished according to you. But even if I don't feel it, what do you desire of me today? Be real. As I say, truth has to meet truth. And understand, you woke up to see him this morning, then you have a purpose for your life. The salad bowl is ever increasing, ingredients continuously going in, because he is the great orchestrate. He orchestrates the day. There's nothing that he does not know. And he knows you better than you know yourself. So you be blessed. At least signing out.